welcome to my channel. Well, what we have here is a very nice knife. It's a Western knife sent to me by BDH. He sent that, and he sent a little minion and this little sticker here, Rocky Mountain Gun Owners. So thank you for that. This is awesome. And this one is a little Stockman. I think it's 6.57, and it has a little punch. I was mentioning in a video that I don't have a Stockman with a punch, and he said, I'll send you one. So thank you for that. Now this one has been owned by somebody, W.A.D., William something. I think he started writing it on there. Is it William or is it Wallace? No, it's just W.A.D. in there. And he put it on here. He wanted everybody to know, in case his knife was lost, he wanted it to come back to him. So I was looking at Western Knife Company, and it was manufacturer of hunting knives, which began operation in Boulder, Colorado in 1911. Best known for its Bowie-style hunting knives. The company was purchased by Coleman, and in 1984, Camillus purchased Western in 1992. In 2007, Camillus closed as a result of bankruptcy. The Western brand and Camillus brand are now owned by Acme. What I was looking at here was pretty interesting. I didn't know he was associated with Case. Charles W. Platts. Charles and his wife, they go through a lot of this in here, but he left Northfield in 1891 and moved to Little Valley, Cattaraugus County, New York. They joined temporarily in business by four brothers. These Champlin brothers were W.R. Gene, John, and Andrew Case. Debbie Case was working there. All right, so I'm scrolling through this, not reading through it all because it gets kind of involved. In 1900, Charles Platts died. H.N. assumed leadership of the family business. They had Platts Cutlery Products. Another cutlery salesman, brother-in-law Russ Case. Platt would sell knives on one side of the town of the street while Case sold on the other, each selling knives branded with their own name. A new company with J. Russell Case and H.M. Platts, organizers of major stockholders, were the merge. In the early days of the business, it was branded both Platts and Case. So, let's see. Manufacturer name Case was selected because Platts was used on some other knife thing. And W.R. Case and Sons and all this other stuff. So he was in the beginning of it. But his health began to decline due to grinder's consumption. See, that's not wearing a mask while you're grinding, because you'll breathe in those little particles. I do that sometimes. You'll breathe in those little particles, get in your nose and everything. Well, if it gets in your lung, and particles of stone, other than coughing, there's not much way to get that out. They call it consumption. Grinder's consumption. But anyways, he moved. They needed to move to a drier climate. That's why in 1911 he sold it to Case and moved. He sold his company, his interest in the company, and moved to Boulder, Colorado. And that's where the Western Knife Company, was established and ran. And I'm just scrolling through this, basically, just to give you an idea. So, I had no idea that, I knew about the Western brand, but I had no idea they were that closely associated with Case. And so, that was kind of interesting to find out. Anyways, what we have here is a very nice knife. This looks like bone. I think it's Delrin, but man, it's a very good job of dyeing that and making it look, I guess I could take we could find out here. We'll take a case peanut. I don't want to scratch it anywhere. The best way to check plastic a lot of times is with heat. Put something on it and see if it melts or burns. I'm not going to do either one of those right now. I'm not going to scratch it, although it's been scratched before. But we have a little spade blade. This punch is awesome. Having a punch on a knife for me a lot of times, although you lose the sheep's foot when you go with this, and a nice long pull. See, Western USA, very cool knife. 2 1/4 inch main blade for cutting edge. And you got a little spade blade. Looks like about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. Yeah. 1.5 inch cutting edge. Very cool little knife. Here it is compared to like the case peanut. You can see case head there's dark all the way around. I like this transition that does like that. They both feel similar in their jigging. This is a more random jigging pattern. But yeah, it's very, very well made. A little pocket knife. So, thank you, BDH. He said that in his message that he likes the channel, and he wanted to support it in some way. Well, you know what? I know you guys know this, but you don't have to, just by watching my videos, maybe hitting a like on there or a comment, that supports my channel. This is going above and beyond when you send things in, and I really appreciate it, because getting a Stockman with the punch on it was on my list, but man, if you saw, my list just constantly keeps growing of things that I'd like to acquire, and you've only got so much money, and you've only got so many things, and a lot of times it's when you get the cash, it's whatever you're looking at that happens to be on your list. Something pop up and you'll find like a sunfish on sale or something, like, I hadn't planned on getting one of those, but boom. So anyways, I just wanted to say thank you for everyone that supports my channel, by watching. You're supporting by watching. You can support more by, doing a like or a subscribe, but those are entirely up to you. I don't push for those things. I'm just saying if you wanted to do that, you can, but obviously you don't have to. Anyways, thank you for watching and have a nice day.